Welcome to The Happy Writer, a show about creating and sustaining a long-term author career. My name is Patty Jansen, writer of science fiction and fantasy. I've published independently since 2011. This show covers motivation, diversification, learning new skills, and your place in your career. Come on in and be happy. In episode 31 of The Happy Writer, I'm going to talk about the question, is Bookbub worth the exorbitant cost, and other considerations about high-end advertising and advertising in general. This is a question new writers often ask. They have heard from fellow writers that they should try to get a Bookbub ad. They go to the website and find that it costs hundreds of dollars, sometimes as much as $1,000, to pay for a featured deal by Bookbub. They may also have found a few other sites and they charge only $300 or $400, which seems a bargain in comparison. Why not just use those? Or if they pay for Bookbub and have to reduce their price to 99 cents, how are they ever going to recoup the cost? Is it remotely worth that price? Generally, I would come down on the side that it's probably worth it, although the value is a little bit less than it used to be, and if you're careful and submit the right kind of book, then you will find it profitable, and the chance that you will make your money back is very high. But this kind of talk ignores a very important point. You can apply for Bookbub, but it is by no means certain that you will be accepted. This is not a comment on the quality of your book, although it may be, but rather that they get far more applications than they can use. This by itself should tell you enough. The other outlet you were thinking of paying a few $100s to advertise your book emailed you. You have found their website, asked around and found that they are legit, but instead they are asking you to pay them, and there isn't a long line of writers queuing up to pay them hundreds of dollars to get their books featured. This is why I said with those other outlets, legitimate though they may be, it's probably not going to be worthwhile for you to run your book. Many of those outfits are geared towards traditional publishing and are about making the venue money, not really about selling books. Bookbub is different. Bookbub has millions of subscribers and they love free and deeply discounted books. So while an ad for a 99-cent book in your particular genre could cost as much as $1,000, if you are smart about it, then it's highly likely you will make your money back. Let's have a look at what sort of book to submit. When the book is 99 cents, it only gives you 35 cents of royalties for each sale. This means you will have to sell thousands of copies, or you could sell a book that is the first book in a very strong series that has a strong read-through. In that case, the risk is much less, because you will recoup the money from subsequent sales at full price. Or you could make the deal super attractive. For example, sell an entire box set for 99 cents. That often brings in a lot of sales. People get frustrated with Bookbub because it is actually very hard to get your book featured. There are just that many people trying to get a deal. It's not really that Bookbub hates your offering, although many people have reported that they got accepted once they changed the covers or changed something else about the presentation of the book. The people at Bookbub who select the featured books have their own preferences. If you really want to be featured by Bookbub and you're rejected, it helps to have an open attitude and simply submit again as soon as you're allowed to. Now, when they give you the go-ahead and you have paid the exorbitant amount of money, you will have to make damn sure that you have set all the right prices in the right territories. If it's a 99-cent deal, make sure that you make your books 99 cents and that you include tax in your price, or the deal won't run in certain countries. Make sure that you check your pricing And you either use friends in the relevant countries or a VPN service to do that. Make sure that you start lowering your price a fair amount of time beforehand. If setting up an automated price drop, as you can do on a number of retailers, I would set it at least a day before the promotion. In this case, if something goes wrong, you can still change it. Whenever I have a Bookbub, I usually change the prices about a week after I have gotten the acceptance email. Sure, you may lose some full-price sales, but if you pay $700 for a deal, I want to make sure that everything is all right and that my investment can actually go the way I planned. Now, if you're running a free deal, these are usually cheaper. They can also be a little bit more tricky on Amazon. Make your book free on all retailers if you haven't already done so. Then make sure that you email Amazon with the links to other retailers on those specific countries where the book is free. Make sure you check this regularly. Make sure you give yourself time to fix it if necessary. To be honest, when I'm accepted for a free deal, I usually start making the book free everywhere straight away. Amazon can be a real pain about this and can require multiple reminders. A number of people suggest that you stack promotions and pay for an extra few $100s to run your book on other sites as well. I haven't done this for quite some time, but it is something that you can consider when you are trying to get your book onto a list like the USA Today. Whether it is worth spending this money is up to you, but if a Bookbub gets you thousands of sales or tens of thousands of free downloads, are you really going to find the extra 25 sales or 300 downloads that your $50 promotion bought you? Bookbub by itself is such a fire hose that you won't find the sales back, and you're probably better off running that promotion a week or two later when you can assess how well it works and when your sales have gone down a little. I would caution against the attitude that getting a Bookbub is the end of your sales worries. Most likely, it will be a very stressful day with you tallying up the numbers to see whether you're going to make a return on your investment. Most of the time that happens at the end of the first day or the beginning of the second. Sometimes it can take up to a week to recoup the cost of running the ad. Sometimes you get a bit more money, but not always, and occasions where the sales just go nuts are very rare. I have had this twice, once for a free book and once for a 99-cent box set. Both books just stuck in the charts for some reason, and this is totally random. I had run those books before, and I have run them since, and nothing of the sort has happened again. I would caution to run a Bookbub for a single book for 99 cents. These generally don't do very well, and getting a return on your investment could be a bit dicey. I would also caution against running a book, whether free or otherwise, that does not have a series attached. The point of doing price promotion is that people go on to buy the rest of the series or the rest of the catalogue at full price. If you write standalone thrillers, this is a well-defined genre, and if your other books are similar enough, your read-through will probably still be quite good. But if your books are not quite as well matched, and you don't have a series, you may want to wait until you have other books out that people can buy for full price. I have recently found it very profitable to get a Bookbub on a book that has audio associated with it. You can't control the price of your audiobooks on Audible, but when people have a subscription, this doesn't matter as much as you would think anyway. People don't notice the price tag when they get a free book every month. Should you lower the price of your other books in the series to ease people into it? I have never done this, but it is reasonably popular, especially with writers of romance. When you reduce the price of subsequent books, you need to increase the volume of sales to earn the same amount. You can't test whether this actually happens, so you will just have to do what you feel comfortable with. Since the subsequent books in the series are where you will make the money, I sit on the side of not reducing it. Also, if people don't want to buy my book when it's $4.99 but need a $2.99 deal to be enticed to buy the next book, I'm not sure I want to know about them. I want people who are prepared to buy my books at full price. I want to make it perfectly clear to them that this is a one-off price promotion so that they can try my books. I don't want to raise the expectation that they are always going to get my books at a discounted price. Well, I kind of do that on my own website, but that is a different story. Overall, getting a Bookbub promotion is not easy. It's not really worth spending a similar amount of money on any other service. There is a reason that Bookbub is so oversubscribed. It works. When you are smart and apply for the first book in the series or do a 99-cent box set when there is something else to buy afterwards or a free book that is the first book of a series, your promotion is highly likely to give you a profit. You will be able to get thousands of new readers. While with free promotions, if it is true that the vast majority of free books are never read, the promotion is not about those people. And the people who go on to buy your other books can become strong fans. And let's not forget that this is what it is about. Overall, even though it is expensive, Bookbub is an excellent way for writers who are just past the beginning stages of their career to increase their readership. Thank you for listening to the Happy Writer Show. Check out links and information about other episodes on my website at pattyjansen.com, where you can also find out about my books. You can support me by subscribing to the show or on Patreon at patreon.com/pattyjansen.